Good afternoon from the Magic Kingdom. We're out here today for a very special occasion. We are getting to do the annual Passholder preview for TRON Lightcycle run. I am beyond excited to do this. I have no words. I love TRON Legacy. I love the original TRON. I'm so excited to be entering the grid today. So why don't you guys come along? Let's go make some memories together. Now I will say I'm incredibly fortunate to be able to be here today because I personally missed out on getting the preview. We got the Guardians one last year perfectly fine, but if you're an annual pass holder, you know how messy the release was and how busy it was. So thankfully, I'm here with my friends Roger and Savannah. Roger signed me up without even telling me. So unfortunately, Matt's not here with us today, but he'll hopefully be able to ride it soon once it opens up to the general public in April. Shout out to my friend for getting us in today, because otherwise I would not be able to be here until the general public. So our designated time is at about 2:30, about 2:15 right now. We're gonna see if they're gonna let us at least go into the main area, go look at the ride and go try out the test seat and just kind of be in that area. I assume I can film. I know it's a very constricted way to ride the attraction, but I'm hoping they'll let me. If not, either way, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts about the ride at the very end. So we checked in with the cast members to see if they would let us in early, and unfortunately no, but this line right here is the 2:30 line. So we're gonna go hop in the very back and we will wait our turn. Like I said earlier, I am very excited for this attraction. It's been years, it's been like 5+ years since this has been in progress and we're finally getting able to ride it. It doesn't feel real to me. And that's been a damper on the day, but I've heard a lot of people complain that like this isn't as cool as they thought it was gonna be, or like they're trying to compare it to Guardians of the Galaxy, and like you can't compare the two. Like they're apples and oranges. Like just because it's an indoor roller coaster doesn't mean they're gonna be the same. And I don't think a lot of people know that like this is new to us, but like as an attraction, it's not new to Disney. Like this has been around for almost 7 years at this point, whenever Shanghai opened with it. Unfortunately, we're kind of running with like 7-year-old technology. Obviously, things are gonna improve in the last decade. I'm still excited regardless though. All right, guys, we are moving and grooving. Hey, we're in, let's do this. Feels weird being on this path. This has been closed off for so long. They're still working on this gift shop here. They've not finished it yet, maybe soon. Yo, we're here. I can't believe I'm approaching this. This is wild. See if we can catch a train going by. Oh yeah, here we go. Yo. You guys, you have no idea how excited I am for this. Before they even announced that the US was getting this, I thought this was gonna be a ride I was never gonna go on, just because it was overseas in China. But here it is. What's nice about this canopy behind me is that the attraction can run in rain or shine. So if it's storming out, because the track isn't like exposed to it, it can run, which is brilliant. Perfect for weather here. Even though I'm not concerned that I won't fit on the test seat, I still want to go try it out, show you guys kind of how it works. We left Savannah in line to hold our spot. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. So unfortunately, this isn't meant for all body types. There's been a lot of like criticism for how this ride fits. Apparently it's all within your legs and kind of where it pinches along the back of your like calf. So again, I'm not super concerned that I won't fit, but I still want to show me getting into the ride, kind of get a feel for it, and hopefully all goes well. All right, so we're getting in. It's definitely not the most comfortable. It kind of feels a little bit like Flight of Passage, but it's honestly not that bad. I could see how someone could be really uncomfortable in this, but it's honestly not terrible. I'm a lot more far forward than I thought I was going to be, but I think it's comfortable. It's not bad. This ride smells brand new too. It has that like new coat of paint smell. I really wish I could ride this at night. It looks so cool. That's pretty cool. It looks like a giant, like the camera that shoots them and transports them. I've seen something about like Team Blue versus Team Orange, and then Team Green was introduced. I know like blue was for the good guys and orange was for the bad guys in TRON Legacy, but I don't know where Team Green comes in at. So I don't know necessarily what that means. I'm sure I'll find out once I get inside. Here we go.
Attention users, you are about to be digitized into the world of TRON.
This ride is also Disney's first required lockers. So if you've been to Universal, some of their attractions require you to put in the lockers, like Hulk, Velocicoaster. This is kind of like that. And from what I understand, it functions like Velocicoaster, where you put it in through one way, then when you exit the attraction, you'll be in another room, and you'll pull it out on the other side. So you won't return to the same room you go in, you'll go to another room, which is very smart in terms of like keeping things moving.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of TRON.
Oh, no way. Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Team Blue, welcome to the grid. Proceed to gates.
Oh my gosh. You guys, no way. This is unreal. Ooh, and the identity disc. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am losing it right now. This is so cool.
Initiate light cycle run upload sequence in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to TRON Lightcycle Run, the ultimate competition on the grid. Before proceeding to the sync chamber, all members of Team Blue must prepare. All users must secure large items, including backpacks, purses, and hats, in the locker portal before entering the grid. Lockers are just ahead. To open a locker portal, tap your digital key to the illuminated activation HUD. Please be considerate of other users and only use locker space that your party requires. Remember your unit number.
Dad, because your hat and glasses.
You will be piloting a specially modified light cycle. When the gate opens, follow your path on the floor. If you are assigned the far vehicle, you must walk behind the light cycle. Remove phones, glasses, and other items that may fall off, and secure them in the storage area between the handlebar. To synchronize with your light cycle, kneel, lean, and pull the handlebars towards you. TRON Lightcycle Run is a thrilling, high-speed roller coaster type ride in the dark, making sharp turns with sudden drops and stops. For your safety, remain seated on your light cycle at all times. Remember to kneel, lean, and pull the handlebars towards you. Supervise young Team Blue users at all times. The competition begins when Team Blue launches across the upload conduit and onto the grid. Your opponents will meet you there. To win, every member of Team Blue must pass through 8 energy gates before their opponents. Stick together. It's your only hope for victory. In the light cycle run, there are winners and there are losers. Who are you?
Here's the lockers. They're much larger than the Velocicoaster ones for sure. Like they're like a standard locker size, which is very cool. So we should be able to fit all 3 of our things in.
The way it works, you just tap it, and then it'll open.
Okay. That's so easy. Yeah, and yeah, all of our stuff can fit in here. Because I was like, I don't want to take my phone with me because I forgot a magic band. I forgot to grab one today. But yeah, like all of our stuff just went in there. And then we close, and then we won't be back in this room. So 315 is our locker. When we exit the attraction, that's when we'll go to the other side and grab our stuff. Like I said, very efficient, keeps things running smoothly. And there's a lot of lockers too. Like I think it goes down to like 700 something lockers, which is wonderful. You guys, look at this room. If you don't happen to fit the regular light cycles, they do have those modified trains that I just showed. It went by very quickly. I'll put a better picture in here, but they are for like if your legs don't fit or it's uncomfortable for you, you can still ride the attraction.
Yeah, baby! Wow! Whoa! Yeah! Oh my God! Woo!
You guys, what an experience. That was so fun. I absolutely love that. It wasn't, my voice is gone. Even though it's a very short attraction, I was screaming the whole time. It's like a 45-second attraction, but it is so cool. I'm so glad this is finally open. We'll get everyone else's reaction once we go get our stuff from the locker. Oh man. I can't wait for this to go to virtual queue so I can ride it all the time. So here we are in the locker room. Like I said, we are on the other side of the room now. So we're not in that first room where we dropped everything off. We're gonna go down to our locker, tap, and grab our stuff. I guess with like Velocicoaster lockers, what I would say is don't push everything too far back, like when you're first getting in, because you run the risk of falling out the other side when you get it. So just pro tip. A nice little touch, the lockers are also multi-language. You can tap your magic band and pick your language, and it tells you how to do it in that language. Savannah also said if you tap that, it does tell you what locker you have. That way, if you just get so confused by all the hype that you just experienced, that it'll tell you, which is a great touch. Yeah, here's the thing for Team Green. It is sponsored by Enterprise, so maybe that's why. But this is what I was kind of confused about. It's like, when does Team Green come in? Is this just for sponsorships? Or, yeah, so I think it is just for like sponsorships, which is very classic Disney. And now we're here under the exit canopy. We'll watch some light cycles go by. Oh, wait. So here are our thoughts and reactions to it. I'll go first. I loved it. I really, really did. I will say it is very short. Before I knew it was over, but it was wonderful. And I do think the storyline is not necessarily hard to follow, but when you're on the ride, there's so much happening around you that like you can't really process what's going on, and then it's over. But honestly, that's kind of a good thing because of how fast they can churn people out. Because like it's probably not even 30 minutes since we got in line, a 20-30 minute, including the wait and everything. I don't know what it's gonna look like with virtual queue, but we'll see. Roger.
I'm gonna keep it short, like the ride, but very suspenseful, and I enjoyed it.
And you were concerned that you weren't gonna fit.
Because I'm about 6'3", 6'4",
yeah.
And I really thought I wasn't gonna fit on the bike, but I was actually able to, so that was my main concern, and I'm glad I did.
And it's all about legs, so like it's not really necessarily about your butt or your back or your lower back side. It's mostly your calves. It's that little pin that sticks in there. Now, Savannah, you got to ride it once before this. You got to come to a cast preview with somebody.
Yes.
So you got to ride it at night the first time?
I did, yeah.
Yeah? What would you say is cooler, nighttime or daytime?
I think I prefer the nighttime just because of all the lights within this area.
Okay.
But for the ride itself, I think it's a really fun ride. It's really short, but I don't like the bike itself for my size. It's a little too wide, and the handlebars are really uncomfortable.
You did compare it to like the things that are on the back of like a bicycle that like kids stand on and like hold their friend's shoulders.
Correct, yeah.
It does feel like that.
It's a very textured like metal framing, I guess. It's not the most comfortable.
It's not. I will say the chest portion was a little weird to me. Like it wasn't like uncomfortable, but it was something that I was like, oh, this is strange feeling. I've never been on an attraction. Even like Flight of Passage doesn't feel that weird. I don't think it was uncomfortable. It's just a strange feeling.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I'm sorry my voice is really squeaky now. I kind of lost it in these 45 seconds I was on that attraction. I believe this opens April 4th, and I will be on this as many times as I humanly can as soon as it becomes public. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Hope you guys had a wonderful time, and thanks for making memories with me. We'll see you next time.